Director of Exercise Physiology, Metabolic Testing here at Endurance Rehab. I have been in the field for 16 years now. My background is in exercise physiology and athletic training. The biggest perception that I run into in even marketing testing, no matter who it is I test, whether it's the Olympic athlete or someone trying to lose those few extra pounds, is people don't realize that testing is for the everyday person. They think it's only for elite Olympic, top level athletes, when basically it's a health and wellness evaluation, a physiological snapshot of your body's fitness level. And if you look at the cost of what we put into sport today, whether it's running shoes, dietary food, supplements, food in general, cost of travel, cost of entry fees, testing is a very small, very small percentage of that. And the thing with testing is, in a good, I'll say a 12-month overall program, you only need to be tested 2 times, maybe 3 throughout that entire 12-month cycle. And that'll kind of show you, hey, those long hours that you've been putting in, that you're actually seeing a benefit. And the biggest difference I see when people who only do field testing is they see their times improve maybe when they're doing that particular 10-mile time trial on a bike or a 3-mile 5K on the run, but throughout the process they wonder why they don't sleep well at night. They crave sugars all the time. They wonder why they get short-fused temperamental throughout a day, just normal stress loads. They wonder why their immune system's always breaking down, whether they get sick a lot or they feel like they're getting sick and they never really get sick, is because the training they're doing, they're putting too much load or too much stress on the body, and the body can only compensate for so much, and then you start running into those issues of sickness, injury, physical, mental breakdown, where lab testing is able to tell, on a very, very specific level, saying, hey, this is what's happening, and if I'm seeing these markers, I've got objective data to really show. Otherwise, it'd be like, hey, when you're doing your long rides, you're riding at too high of intensities. When you're doing your long runs, you're running them at too fast of paces. I'm always a big advocate of training all of your different heart rate zones and different training zones in general. It's just a matter of percentage-wise what you're going to spend in each of those zones. 1, based on your goals, and 2, the phase of training you're in. And I see so many people that I've tested over the years that just overcook every single workout they do. Ultimately, training is simply training your energy systems to become more efficient, to be able to do the most amount of work using the least amount of energy. And if you're only training one system all the time, you're not ever going to get to the gains that you really, really want. Or people realize why they can never progress or get faster, because they're always riding that plateau. It's because they're lacking certain parts of their training, and lab testing tells you where those pitfalls are, where those shortcomings are, what areas they need to work on, what areas they need to improve on.